Left side of the map, leading 1-0. We have Fnatic's very own Harstem. Down at the bottom right side of the map, we have Alien Invasions. Patience. Now, looking over that last game again, you take a look and see how just wonderful Harstem played it out. I was a little bit worried right there at the start, just due to the fact I thought maybe Patience would get a little bit more done with his Phoenixes. Wasn't really in a position, or it looks like it seemed he didn't have that intent to go on the harass. So Harstem's early expansion, I feel like, paid off for him a little bit. Now, he did a good job of taking up as well. Patience, I feel like, might have had a little bit of but he waited and waited and waited and waited. Eventually tried to get his own Templars out on the map. Eventually tried to tech up as well as best he could. Again, he had that upgrade in attacks where I feel like with that amount of charge loss he would have been able to flood over that very small Archon Immortal. But once the Colossus came out, once more support came out for Harstem, you watched and saw just how inefficient his engagements became. So Patience really had to fall back, and then eventually, you know, the nail in the coffin came down when at the bottom right side of the map when he got the rest of our army trapped, when he lost all of those Immortals, lost all of those Archons. It is very tough to replace those units. They're very gas intensive, they're very gas heavy, they're very just tech heavy units. It takes a while to produce them. You can't exactly just warp in an Immortal, you can't just exactly warp in a Colossus. Blizzard, if you're listening, please don't take that as a complaint either. Good God, if you could warp in Colossus, I'd be like... The day that a Protoss can warp in Colossus is the day I'll probably, you know, take a time out from the game for a little bit. I'll be like, all right, maybe I need to reconsider my choices. Maybe I need to reconsider my choices in game selection. Like, this is just unfair, man. I don't know if you guys saw that actually on Reddit the other day. They had a little bit of an image post where somebody custom modded the oracles, and it showed how the oracle would look like with the Colossus attack fire, and as well as also the Hellbat fire. It was really funny just watching it roast Mineral Lines. It was really goofy to watch. Now Patience is getting the Cyber Core up. He's got 3 on gas. At this point, I would expect a Twilight Council, because unless he's thinking Stargate, I feel like Stargate would only require 2 on gas. Well, no, never mind. Okay, I would have said Twilight, but all right. Beat me to it. Harstem, of course, will spot the Stargate. We'll have a lot of time to prepare for the bad boy on his side of the map. Of course, he's adding a second gateway, a little bit of a safer opener, and generally with this, he will be able to find himself in a position where he should have 2 to 3 Stalkers within the mineral line before even the first Oracle arrives. Now, we do have a probe for Patience still hiding out right now. I'm not sure if Harstem ever saw it leave, but it will be spotted. There we go. The probe does come back in again. Harstem has a probe at the bottom left side of the map. Oracle or Phoenix? That is the question. You've been scouted out very early, so if you go Oracle, you're risking the potential of getting nothing done. Though funny enough, I've seen Oracles actually come in under 3 Stalkers and still be able to get like 3 to 4 workers. It's really goofy to watch. You're like, man, he had actually defenses in position and still wasn't able to prevent that thing from getting some damage done. That's just insane. How does he do that? Stargate getting added on from Harstem as well. 2 Stalkers are heading across the map. Now, this is not a position where exactly Harstem wants to find himself in, sending units all the way across. Fortunately, though, due to the fact that he does have the Mothership Core, he should have enough energy by the time that first Oracle arrives. There it is, flying across the map, and very closely we'll pay attention to that energy, and now has enough energy for the Photon Overcharge, and Photon Overcharge will buy you 60 seconds of defense against an Oracle. Or should. Activates the Photon Overcharge, and you can just see right then and there, as soon as that Photon Overcharge is activated, get the hell out of my base, man. Meanwhile, of course, Patience does have his Photon Overcharge available as well. He's not utilizing it, though. He's being very patient with it. I think he might need to activate it just due to the fact that he might lose too many workers if Harstem actually starts going for him. And looks like Harstem's going to go for the Pylon, and at least for now, the Photon Overcharge will force him back. Due to Patience's vision, though, he's not able to use the full extent of the Mothership Core range. But it does keep him safe, though. If the Stalkers do walk in anywhere to try to pot shot any of these additional structures, they will get shot down. So 2 Oracles are out on the map. Both are pretty low on energy, so as soon as they get activated, they might have a couple zaps in them, but that's about it. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, Protoss allergies. Patience this time around doing a good job of defending, had the Void Ray involved as well. Harstem attempted to get up onto the high ground, a little bit of a misinformed attack right there for him. We'll continue though with the pressure. He's got the Phoenixes to help lift up the Stalkers, which might buy him a little bit of time or might allow him to freely fire away at one of the units. He's going to go for the Mothership Core though, so no more Photon Overcharge right now. Three additional Stalkers getting warped in back at home for Patience right now. We'll take a look and see what does Harstem have in mind. He still has the Phoenix, but Phoenix. Live, Phoenix, live. Live, Phoenix. It's getting a scout off. Pylon goes down within the main base of Patience right now, so for now pushes everything off. Patience probably, actually both players could just expand, but look at Patience. He's actually looking to maybe go for the counterattack right now. Dropping a forward pylon, or actually even a couple available for him. For those that are wondering about the music, I could drop the playlist that I use for the music. I'm not sure if it's licensed or it's not. Like Twitch, like I've uploaded for the past 3 weeks with this like background music playing, and Twitch hasn't like freaked out over it. I mean, not Twitch, YouTube hasn't freaked out over it, so didn't match any third-party content. So I'm assuming I'm okay for now. The only times I've ever gotten caught is when I've had like a section of like an actual like famous song or like one of the popular songs at the very start or part of the VOD or something like that. Well, with no Mothership Core, the 3 Phoenixes, whoa, now it's 4v4. I was about to say 3 Phoenixes aren't going to be able to outlast 4, of course. But Patience has not expanded. He's going for the forward aggression right now. Harstem is up on the high ground. This is way too many units for him to deal with on the low ground, though, for the time being. Cancel on the Nexus coming out from Harstem right now. Phoenix, of course, spotting out what's going on. We'll have to come back. With the help of the Phoenixes, I feel like Patience could continue attacking and maybe even get up onto the high ground. The main crucial and important factor here is going to be utilize the Phoenixes not to battle the other Phoenixes, but to get this sentry out of the game. Because you get the sentry out of the game, you lift it up, no force field is going to be casted. He's going to be able to get up onto the high ground. Phoenix is heading across the map right now. All the quality should be fine though, guys. It should not be lagging. Like, I'm having no drops, nothing of that significance. Everything should be all fine and dandy. So put it up in source, man. It looks pretty in source. A lot of people say it looks pretty in source, so if your internet can hold it, of course. If your internet can't hold it, man, I'm sorry. Alright, well, here we go. And you can see Patience is being actually very patient right now. I have a feel that he wants to break high ground or attempt to go high ground, but oh, a little bit of a miscontrol right there. But he can't go high ground until he gets that sentry out, because if he walks up right now with some of the zealots, they're going to get force fielded off, and everything that manages to leak on through will get caught. But now, looks like he's just going to fight it out. He's going to go up low ground, lifting up all the zealots out of the game, going to pick them off first of all. And now, it is going to be just GG, man. Oh my god. Just like that, lifted all the zealots up out of the way, leaves a very naked gateway army for one base Patience, man. Actually, was building a Nexus behind that, but too little, too late, man. Congratulations, woo, to Harstem. He qualifies.